his old team. It's his 24th start of the season and his 100th game in the National Hockey League. At the other end, 28-year-old Jonathan Quick allowed 2 goals on 15 shots last night in the loss in Calgary. He has won just 2 games on the road this season, and for the defending champs crew, being away from the Staples Center has proven to be a problem this year.
And you heard Justin Brown talk to King for game on the road. Oilers want to make sure they push them out of that Kings-like game tonight because it's very important. Oilers stuck in some traction with these new guys.
And one of those new guys gets the start. It is Derek Roy wearing number 8. He is with Neil Yakupov and Teddy Purcell starting.
Oilers stuck in some traction with these new guys.
For the first one of those new guys gets the start. It is Derek Roy wearing number 8. He is with Neil Yakupov and Teddy Purcell.
Jordan Eberle on the right.
Oscar Clefbaum and Mark Fane will start on the blue line. And Zach Cassian is Lewis along with Pearson and Toffoli. Not exactly the 70s line, but it is a triple T line as all 3 guys' names start with T. Trevor, Tyler, Tanner. You mark it the way you can. Here's a Toffoli throwing it across the net. Purcell. He is checked by Muzzin, who is playing with Drew Doughty. Drew Doughty plays a ton, over 29 minutes a game.
And it's amazing. He seems to just relish those minutes. He gets out there, and he's not just a one-way defenseman. He's not just an offensive guy or a stay-at-home defenseman. He is all over the ice.
Jordan Eberle with Hall and Nugent Hopkins. Hall gets the mark. He is bumped by Kopitar. Kopitar, Carter, and Gaborik. Gaborik missed the game in Calgary last night because of the flu. Jeff Carter played through sickness. And they're both out there now forming one of the hottest lines in the National Hockey League as the puck bounces.
They're still battling for
Not been anything 0% They are ranked 27th away from the Staples Center, and they had come into this game having lost their last 4 games on the road.
And John Shannon, Brad May, David Amber talked about the Oilers, though. I mean, the Kings, I should say, and their record. Brad May said, especially in the pros, and to step on the accelerator.
Matt Fraser, the other new Oiler on the ice right now. He is wearing number 28, playing with Leon Draisaitl and David Perron. Doughty and Fraser come together. They are still battling behind the net. Draisaitl going in after it. The puck comes free, and it's picked up there by Carter. Outlet pass as Kopitar lost his stick. This is Matt Fraser's first game in an Oiler uniform. It may be the last time we see Leon Draisaitl here at Rexall Place this year.
How about this place? Mark Spector breaking that today on sportsnet.ca. Go check it out. As Mark said, you can listen, you can read all the details. Penalty comes to play for him.
And it's picked up there by Carter. Outlet pass as Kopitar lost his stick. This is Matt Fraser's first game in an Oiler uniform. It may be the last time we see Leon Draisaitl here at Rexall Place this year.
Mark Spector breaking that today on sportsnet.ca. Go check it out. As Mark said, you can listen, you can read all the details. Penalty coming up, I think, right here to Dwight King.
Hooking call. And the Oilers will get the first power play of this game.
Interesting to watch Leon Draisaitl tonight, too. You know, if you might have heard the news already, then maybe they've already told him. Nikita McKeaton back in the lineup. He holds off Dwight King, but then the stick comes up, gets underneath the arm of Nikita McKeaton. That's all it takes, is that little pop right up there. Boy, Dwight King may have a discussion with the referee. Go to the bench on that one. Fortunate call for the Oilers.
Back to the lineup. Hesitating with a bad back.
His mark in the National Hockey League. Bad timing there as Russell turned around with the reverse pass and Tkachuk didn't lay up in time. So the first penalty and an early opportunity for the Oilers to get this crowd back on their feet.
Power play is brought to you by BioSteel Sports Nutrition, the natural choice for
through traffic that hit the former Oiler, Schultz. Give it to Hall on the near side. Hall with the work now. These teams, Eberle. Back to Schultz. He'll give it to Hall on the near side. Hall with a wrist shot through traffic that hit the former Oiler, Matt Green. Eberle picks it up, checked by Martinez. It comes to Lewis. Back to the point. Schultz moves to the middle, fires a shot up high. Eberle picks it up in the near corner. Eberle will play it back to Schultz. Schultz has options. He'll give it to Everly. Down low is Purcell in front as it comes to Hall. His shot gets deflected, and that one ends up in the netting.
It's good. 9-8
And it will drop it. And it is Kopitar who gets possession, plays it off the glass and down the ice. LA ranks 16th on the power play, but that drops down to 27th away from home. Kopitar with the steal. Gives it to Brown, the captain. Gonna rag some time, playing all the way back to Drew Doughty. Doughty waits, he'll give it to Kopitar. Kopitar takes his time, almost intercepted by Purcell. Kopitar now in some difficulty behind the net. Purcell comes out with a puck back up top. It comes as a shot. Stopped by Muzzin. And it gets by Teddy Purcell, but not outside the line. So Kopitar may have gotten a little bit lazy on that play. Thought he'd rag some time and ends up. The Oilers have possession, and it's Nugent-Hopkins bobbles it, gets it over to Everly. Everly goes back up top for Schultz. Schultz to Everly. Everly snaps the shot, and Quick will make the save and hang on.
Just a point to emphasize how big and strong Anze Kopitar is. Puck's going to come to him. Taylor Hall's going to force the pressure here. Watch this. Protect the body. Just knocks Taylor Hall back just by turning and being that big and strong. Again, though, a shot with a man in front. Nice job on the power play. You got to work to get in front if you can. Not in front of the net, but in front of the goaltender's eyes. But at least on this power play, the Oilers are putting the puck on the net.
Second unit power play on the ice now, Drew, with three guys who worked in the lineup in the game on the Saturday.
That'll be interesting.
Keaton is out there with Roy and Fraser. And it's Keaton who will start to rush. He will give it to Fraser. Fraser will send it around the boards. Waiting for it. David Perron gets by him, and also got by Jeff Petrie. Pat Fraser wore 25 in Boston, but that number is being held for Darnell Nurse, so he takes 28. Derek Roy, of course, wore 21 in Nashville. Captain's got that digit. There is Roy. Bumped into by Martinez, gets the puck to Perron. Perron centers it out in front, comes all the way back to Klefbom. One shot for the Oilers on the power play that comes to an end. Teams in even strength, but the Oilers have possession. Klefbom trying to get a shot away, checked by Carter and Rick Hendricks. Derek Roy back to the point. Here's a long shot by Hendricks and whistles wide. King on the far side. He is checked by Matt Fraser. They both dig for the puck, and there's Hendricks in the blue. King and take the puck. Klefbom. Derek Roy up top. Shot by Hendricks. He scores! Patrick Maroon! He scored 20!
Another turnover. This is a good forechecking goal. Good work along the boards to keep the puck in. Good support coming over. 1, 2, 3 guys. Perron's going to be third man. He's going to slide over when the puck goes up. Down low, it's going to be a quick transition. They get back times. Shot. Down low, it's going to be a shot towards the net. They get back up. Instead of making the pass, shot towards the net by Derek Roy. It's going to pop it back. Hendricks with the shot. Beautifully done. David Perron goes to the middle of the ice. Underneath. Perron smart to the outside. And then everything after that, he jumps in on that fortune.
Tyler Pitlick has been a 5-year pro, and just about every time he gets close to being a regular, he's been hurt. And he's in this opening helpers. He's first in his last 10.
I just think it's because of injury that he's in as well.
Everybody's going to go work. What's the recovery?
Advantage of it. So to me, it's a chance, and he will. When you look at something happen with it. He gets under the arm of Elliott. For Elliott, this is almost a bad read by Larson. Where you're looking for pass all the way, and instead of making the pass, the quick release gets under the arm of Elliott. For Elliott, a disappointing start. This one goes right underneath. He overplayed it to the outside, and it found room underneath the elbow.
Tyler Pitlick's been a 5-year pro, and just about every time he gets close to being a regular, he's been hurt. And he's in this.
Over 1, 2, 3 guys. Pop it back. Hendricks with the shot. Beautifully done. David Perron goes to the middle of the ice.
0% vertically scroll.
Third man, and then everything after that jumps in on that forecheck.
Hendricks gets his third. Roy marked his 10th assist of the year. Oscar Klefbom now has 2 helpers. His first in his last 10.
Pressure comes on the boards, and now everybody's going to go to work once the recovery happens. Derek Roy set us up a little bit late. He's going to go to the net. Look at where his feet were, though. His feet saw a pass all the way.
we know what he's going to do. We know how he's going to play. We know he's going to be physical, and he's going to go into every battle.
Now the Oilers playing with the lead. They've got 3 shots, and one of them found the back of the net. The Kings have put just 2 shots towards Ben Scrivens. Nugent Hopkins gets by Tanner Pearson. Nugent Hopkins off the boards, going to chase it himself. Everly and Hall will come on in support. Everly chops at it against Trevor Lewis. And that puck was gloved ahead. We're going to win.
Yogurt Jennifer O'Brien of Stony Plain has won the Crux Espresso Rio automatic espresso machine. Congratulations, Jennifer.
It's set up by Derek Roy.
Derek Roy, good support. He's got 4 uniforms. Derek Roy's back to be the 3rd man and then sells with the fact that he's going to net, gets himself open, and there's a juicy pass from Matt Hendricks to blast it past Jonathan Quick.
Plays it around the board. Everly sees it go by him. Jeff Schultz to Mike Richards. Schultz back to the point, throws it towards the net. That didn't make it through. And it's picked up near side by Taylor Hall. Hall works his way up from the nice pass to Everly. A bouncing puck, finally controlled by Andy Andrea, who did not play in that game against Calgary. Richards waits for traffic. Goes cross ice, and the pass is intercepted by Everly on its way to Jake Muzzin. Hall at the end of the chip, long shot. Quick makes the save as the Oilers and the Kings make changes. Drew Dowdy to Marion Gabbert. Checked by Mark Bain. Dowdy keeps it in on the near side. Behind the net, Gabbert got in front for Carter with a shot, and that was blocked by Bain. Husband from a sharp angle. That doesn't get through. Yakovov's got it. He'll get it to Purcell. And Teddy Purcell to the middle for Yakubov. Off his skate. Turned back by Carter. Picked up now by Gabbert. Marion Gabbert on a 16 point streak that has produced 10 points. And I guess everybody on the Kings holding their breath, hoping it wasn't for months. Right. Shot by Teddy Purcell, hit through Dowdy. Dowdy behind his net. Braden McNabb back in the lineup. He did the rest in Calgary. As Scrivens gives it to Jeff Petrie. 12 minutes, 30 seconds left to go in the first period. The Oilers with a 1-0 lead. A goal by Matt Hendricks. Perron reaching for it against Green. Green got there first. McNabb chucks at it to try and get it out. Quick's going to leave it there for a former Oiler, Matt Green. Also on the ice, another former Oiler in Jared Stoll. Playing with Williams and King. King with the puck now, and his stick lifted by Leon Draisaitl. Ferentz knocks down Stoll. The puck is underneath number 28. Now it comes free for King, centered it out in front. Opportunity for Martinez, blocked by Fraser. Schultz played his first game of the season last night in Calgary, but it was the 400th of his career. He has the puck right now. Alec Martinez to Foley. Up the middle, and it's picked up by Trevor Lewis. Lewis, wrist shot, and that one missed on the stick side, comes all the way back down in the Kings territory. Dowdy to Pearson. Pearson with Lewis, and to Foley. To Foley, lays it behind the net. Trevor Lewis waiting for it there. Trevor Lewis to Jake Muzzin. Muzzin with a wrist shot through traffic. To Foley looking for it. It is Gordon who has it. Now it springs free. And it's split Dowdy and Muzzin. That will allow the Oilers to get a change in.
Oilers are doing a lot of defending right now as the Kings are controlling the puck and putting the puck deep and going to work.
They haven't been able to get many shots on the Ben Scrivens though. The Oilers have held them to just 2. As we approach the halfway point of this first period. Matt Hendricks' stick broke. He's got another one. That was Nugent Hopkins. Has the new cue. Everly bumps into Martinez as it comes back to Oscar Klefbom. Bain takes a look, carries it himself, gets it to Everly. He gets stopped, but carrying on is Oscar Klefbom. Nugent Hopkins clears the zone as Klefbom flips it in. Dustin Brown, the captain of the LA Kings. assists in that game against Calgary. Point production is slowed down. He has moved into a third-line role. Schultz. It's stopped at center by both Carter and Kopitar. Kopitar for Gabbert. Just out of his reach. And Andrew Ference is there defensively. Lost it to Kopitar. Centering pass for Carter. Jeff Carter spins. He's got McNabb and Green on the point as he throws it towards the net. Goes wide. Green is there. Behind the net it goes. Teddy Persson can't get it out. The Oilers will get an opportunity here with Nail Yakupov.
Breakout pass by Jeff Petrie, and Yakupov came over from his wing to support in the middle.
Closing in on 5 minutes without a whistle. Puck clock can't keep it in at the blue line, so he'll go back as the Oilers clear the zone. Fane. Draisaitl, Perron, Fraser on the ice now as Williams picks it up in his own zone. Braden McNabb to Matt Green. Green to Williams. Right in front of his own bench. Goes cross ice. Picked up there by King. King with Stoll going to the net. But the puck ends up in the glove of Matt Scrivens. And now a little pushing and shoving between Fraser and Stoll. Matt Hendricks gets his third goal of the year. It's the first goal of this game.
Well, this morning, Todd Nelson was acting like a head coach on his own as he spent some time with the new players as well as the established veterans on the Edmonton Oilers. Not shy to make sure that there is good communication between himself as well as his players. This is after that 5 games that he spent alongside Craig McTavish. He said it was interesting to be alongside such an experienced coach, similar styles, instilled confidence in Todd that he is doing the right thing. And after the next TV timeout, we'll hear from the former interim head coach and current GM of the Oilers, Craig McTavish.
Likes what he sees so far, a 1-0 lead against the defending champions with 9 minutes left to go here in the first period. Pitlick, Gordon, and Hendricks. Pitlick behind the net. Tyler Pitlick plays it all the way back up top. Schultz will give it to Nikitin. Nikitin down low looking for Gordon. It was picked off by Stoll, but he couldn't get it by Hendricks. Matt Hendricks from his knees gets up as the puck looks in the middle for Pitlick. Pitlick gets it to settle down, but he was off balance. The Oilers will keep it in. Schultz to Hendricks. Hendricks, quick shot there by Tyler Pitlick. There's Schultz, and he got knocked down for his trouble. Drew Doughty gets by Everly. Flips it in. He's going to chase it himself against Nikitin. Nikitin checked by Doughty. Gets a Foley out in front. To the near side for Hall against Trevor Lewis. Checked in by Tanner Pearson. Schultz will give it to Hall. Hall across the blue line. Gets stopped. Everly carries on. Jeff Schultz picks it up. He will give it to Toffoli. To the middle it goes. Intended for Tanner Pearson. Broken up. The Oilers are back the other way with Everly and Nugent Hopkins. Alec Martinez flips it around. There is Ference pinching to keep that puck in. The battle for it ensues. Schultz goes behind the net for Alec Martinez. He will just flip that one high down into Oiler territory. The Kings want to get a change in. The Oilers do as well as Draisaitl's line is coming on the ice.
Sorry, partner. One name we haven't mentioned since the goal has been Derek Roy. He has left the Oilers bench. He's gone to the dressing room. We have not seen him since.
Perron. Draisaitl. Cut ball goes wide. Fraser against Carter. He is checked. The puck ends up behind the net. Martinez is there. Alec Martinez to Carter. Carter. Soft pass to Kopitar. Long pass for Gabbert. Gabbert given a bump as he centered it. Payne is there. Green keeps it in at the blue line to an open wing, and it's picked up by David Perron. Nice pass to Draisaitl. Draisaitl, drop pass for Fraser, gets it back again, throws it towards the net, quick to save. The rebound comes free for Kopitar. Matt Green. Gabbert. He'll play it back to Braden McNabb. Green takes his time, gives it to his key partner. He'll shoot it in. He was behind the red line, though, so that's coming back on the icing call. This is Littner. He'll shoot it in. He was behind the red line, though, so that's coming back on the icing call.
Introducing Boston Pizza's Halftime Lunch. Get in, get out in no time. New Halftime Lunch at Boston Pizza.
When the Kings general manager needed a new coach, he thought of one guy, and one guy only, Daryl Sutter. Dean Lombardi had worked with Daryl Sutter with the San Jose Sharks, and then tagged Daryl Sutter to be the head coach because they thought very similar. He's seen described at the press conference, peas in a pod, and they do think alike. They think that there's a certain way to play the game. Well, so far, they're right.
116 wins behind the bench for the LA Kings and a couple of trophies. And over 500 wins in his resume. Doughty. His shot goes way wide. Muzzin hangs onto it, throws it towards the net. Scrivens the save. He'll cover up with Mike Richards right on the doorstep. The Saudi. There's hockey from Rexall Place right here on Sportsnet.
Back, joined by Craig McTavish, general manager of the Edmonton Oilers. No shortage of topics to talk about. Let's start with Leon Draisaitl, the latest breaking news that his rights may be traded to Kelowna and that he may be headed there. What can you tell us about that?
Yeah, I can't say anything really about Leon other than his status as an Edmonton Oiler hasn't changed. There's nothing further to report on Leon. The only thing I will say is every decision we make in regard to Leon is made with the intention that it's the best for his development.
What about your decisions to get Derek Roy and Matt Fraser? What do you hope they can add to your team?
Well, you can see clearly here, even early in the first period, that they lend a different experience level to the hockey club. They're in the right spots. Derek made a nice pass on the first goal to Matty Hendricks. So I think just the change, bringing a little bit different perspective to the room.
Are you happy to be back upstairs, or do you miss downstairs? And what do you think of Todd Nelson flying solo on the bench?
No, I've always enjoyed coaching. I enjoyed my time down there. When you're up here, you really lose the pace of the game, the physical play, the intensity, and the blood and sweat that goes on from the players. And it was refreshing to be back down there, and I enjoyed my experience. But there can only be one captain of the ship, and that's got to be Todd. And Todd's got to put his mark on this team. And from what I've seen in the first 15 minutes of the first period here, it's a more aggressive style of play that he's deploying.
Craig, thank you and Happy New Year.
All right, thank you, Gene. You too.
All right, gentlemen, thanks very much. 5.5 minutes to go in the first period. And that blood, sweat, and aggressiveness, Drew, is being seen right there on this line that includes Hall and Pidlin.
They were there. Well, Hendricks scored the goal, of course. And you always see that from them. You know what they're going to give you. You trust them that every night they will bring you what they got. They max out. And that's what you want from every line. That's why one of the R's is relentless. Every line needs to bring what they've got every single shift. That's how the Kings win championships.
Right now, the Oilers out-shooting them and outscoring them. Holding the Kings to 5 shots.
Hey, they're still battling for the winner.
Let's take a look at the keys to the game. Brought to you by Ford, official automotive partner of the Edmonton Oilers.
Not RG3, but R3. The 3 R's. You got to be ready to play the game. You got to be relentless. Every shift you got to be going out and pushing the pace, and you've got to be resilient. When bad things happen, you have to make sure you get the momentum back. And for Daryl Sutter's team, all the Kings men, the bread and butter is their forecheck, throwing out and pushing the pace, and you've got to be resilient. When bad things happen, you have to make sure you get the momentum back. And for Daryl Sutter's team, all the Kings men, the bread and butter is their forecheck. And when their forecheck is going, it's all 5 guys. Aggressive D, good third man check. And when their forecheck is going, it's all 5 guys. Aggressive D, good third man, unforgiving forecheck, unforgiving pressure. When they got all the Kings men going, they're a tough team to beat.
Away from home, cross ice, just out of the
23. 22 minutes, 50.
Their first, they'll give it to Jared. He'll go cross ice, just out of reach.
0% vertically
Gets their first, he'll give it to Jared Stoll. Stoll being trapped by Everly. As he bounces it behind the net, Driven plays it smartly to Schultz. Justin Schultz. Back to the point, Martinez lets it go. Scrivens the save, rebound. Finally corralled by Martinez, but he lost it to Hall. Hall gets away from King. Hall moving in. He is checked by Lewis, but carrying on is Jordan Eberle. Back to the point, and Keaton throws it towards the net, steered away by Martinez, and picked up by Tanner Pearson. Pearson, the middle he goes. Perron checks him, and a penalty coming up. And it's going to be a hooking call, and when we come back, the LA Kings are going to the power play. Draisaitl's going to the penalty box.
Leon Draisaitl in the box for hooking. The Kings power play gets to work, but we haven't seen Derek Roy for a while. And this is what we think happened. Braden McNabb with the hit. Now watch the right leg. A step on the right leg of Derek Roy. This is going to get a better view. McNabb finishes the check. Now goes to skate away. And with his left leg, he skates right over top of Derek Roy's right leg. Derek is going to try to skate it off. But you can tell it smarts, it hurts. He tries to take a couple steps, but then he double clutches. And he's going to head to the box. And that's why we have not seen him. Braden McNabb accidentally stepped on his leg. With the way the skates are nowadays, you want to make sure you get looked at and taken care of.
Try and get the latest on that as the Kings, who have the hottest power play in the league of late, go to work. Although they were 0 for 2 in Calgary, they have scored 10 power play goals in their last 6 games. What an effort by Matt Hendricks as he goes flat out to get that puck down the ice. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, along with Boyd Gordon, Oscar Klefbom, and Mark Bain. Lewis to Martinez. He and Dowdy are on the point. Gabrick and Kopitar. As that puck gets fired out.
Big position is there.
Over. Martinez wraps it around the boards. Gets by Scrivens to Williams. He is with Jared Stoll. Martinez and Dowdy stay on the point, and Brown is up front now. Oscar Klefbom, an opportunity to get that puck down the ice, and he will seam the lane and fire it. Now the Oilers able to change up their penalty killers. Teddy Purcell and Matt Hendricks up front with Petrie and Ferentz on the blue line. Down to 40 seconds left to go in the hooking minor to Leon Draisaitl. Dowdy backhands it for Brown, and another penalty coming up, this time to Jeff Petrie, as he tripped up the captain, Dustin Brown. So 30 seconds through of 5-on-3.
This will be the first critical moment of the game. What a move by Drew Doughty just to control the puck. Oh, that was an interesting of the game. What a move by Drew Doughty just to control the puck. Oh, that was an interesting one. Let me see that one again. Oh, yeah, okay, the stick, I didn't see that. The stick gets between the legs of Dustin Brown, and with his left leg, left skate, he steps on the stick, and down he goes. Purely accidental, but Jeff Petrie, nonetheless, is in the box. Face-off here is going to be ultra important.
And it is Boyd Gordon, 55.9% against Anze Kopitar. Klefbom and Fain are the other defenders. Watch how low Boyd Gordon will get. And little instructions as Kopitar gets his stick down. Gordon goes down. They both go down. And the puck is in that scrum. Digging for it is Carter. He gets it back. This is Dowdy. Dowdy with Richards up top. Dowdy goes down low instead. And it's taken by Gabbard. Marion Gabbard cross ice for Carter. Carter lost it. Dowdy got it back, and he gives it to Richards. Mike Richards to Marion Gabbard. Dowdy steps into a shot. Boyd Gordon got it sticking away. Back to the point, Richards. One of the penalties is over. Draisaitl's back on the ice. 5-on-4 now for the next minute and 25 seconds. Kopitar from the corner. He'll play it back to Richards. Richards in the near side to Dowdy. Wise fakes the shot. Dowdy will go cross ice, and there is Kopitar. Puts it wide. Dowdy will play it back to Richards. Richards under pressure from Draisaitl. Behind the net for Kopitar. Swings it around for Gabbard. It got by him. And the Oilers will change their penalty killers. LA was 0 for 2 in the game in Calgary last night. Pearson chips it in. He'll chase it. Nikitin will get there first. They head up to Foley. Pearson has got Lewis out in front. Can't get it to him. Hendricks kicks that puck. And he got it to Teddy Purcell, who played it by Martinez. Martinez with a pass for Foley. It gets by him. Nikitin's got it. He can't get it away from Pearson. They battle for it. Hendricks has got it. Calmly gives it to Ferentz in a long shot. With less than a minute to go in the first period and 17 seconds left to go with a penalty to Jeff Petrie. And what a boost for the Oilers. They've already killed off a 5-on-3. And the Kings do not have a shot so far. Brown will leave it for Stoll in the corner. He'll swing it back to Schultz at the point. This is Dowdy as the penalty is over. Lets the shot go. Scrimmons the save. Bain will give it to Nugent Hopkins. Nugent Hopkins starts away with Pitlick. And Pitlick was offside. This goes out. Go. Cross ice. Just by Mark. What an effort. The top.
Shot 7.
Play.
Veteran player.
Wait, is then
Let's to Brown. Dustin Brown. Shot deflected. It comes away.
he needs to maintain creeping toward.
He's trying to get to center, shoot the puck in. The fans called a penalty, the referees wouldn't. Period comes to an end.
David Amber at 6 apiece. Have the
Heading
only
level
goal,
3.
and it comes from one of their workers
YouTube's video.
in the form of Matt Henry.
Welcome back to Rexall Place, getting set for second period action and following up on a first period story that Kevin mentioned, and Matt Fraser, who is wearing number 28. He did wear number 25 in Boston, but as Kevin said in period number 1, the Edmonton Oilers have a guy named Darnell Nurse who's played 2 National Hockey League games for them. This was his first one, and so they are, let's just say, holding it for Darnell, who will be a big part of Edmonton's future. Then Derek Roy comes into the picture, a veteran player who is back on the ice on the part of the Edmonton Oilers, which is great news. He has previously worn number 21 in Nashville, as Kevin mentioned. Andrew Ferentz has that number, better known as number 9 for much of his career. Bit of a problem trying to get number 9 because if you look up in the rafters of Rexall Place, that number is gone and no one will ever wear it again. And so then Roy was given the options by head equipment manager Jeff Lang, 8, 12, 18, or Mark Arcobello's old number 26. He said he wasn't that picky for any number, and I guess 8 is enough for Derek Roy.
Well played.
And 1 for assists and 2 minutes and 47 seconds of time. And the good news is that he is back on the ice after being stepped on by Jeff Schultz accidentally. So Roy with Yakupov and Purcell in the second period is underway. Yakupov dumps it in. He'll chase it himself. Buzzes, lays it around the boards. Drew Doughty is there, of course, playing lots. Played over 10 minutes in that first period. Toffoli. Long shot on Scrivens. Handles that easily to the corner. Petrie takes a bump from Pearson. Doughty pitching in. Comes back to Lewis at the point. He fires it through traffic. Radman steered aside. Buzzes on the near side. Keeps it in for Toffoli. Pinned against the boards by Petrie, but it is Tanner Pearson spinning away from Derek Roy. Plays it behind the net. Toffoli with a sharp angle shot, and Scrivens is right there. Pearson back to Doughty. Couldn't handle that pass, and the Kings will have to regroup. Toffoli chops it in as both teams want to make changes. You talked about it off the top, Drew, in our pregame show about top lines going head-to-head, and then if the Nugent Hopkins lines wants to stay together, here's the test as they're out there against the Kings' best.
Yeah, I think this is a great test for them. And it gives Todd Nelson the ability to read and see what these guys have. Can they change their game a little bit to play against a bigger, heavier line?
And that's what you find in the Pacific Division.
Exactly. Not a heavier, bigger line, but a championship.
Second of back-to-back for the Kings. First of back-to-back for the Oilers. They'll be in Calgary for New Year's Eve. There's a shot from Nugent Hopkins. Quick steers out of side. Nugent Hopkins goes down, pops right up again. Schultz can't get it by Klefbom. Throws it towards the net. Blocked by Martinez. Picked up by Kopitar for Williams. And that puck came out and came right back in. Let's take a look at the first period scoring summary brought to you by Warney Parsons Ford. Visit WarneyParsonsFord.com to find your place on our construction team.
Matt Hendricks gets the goal. Third goal of the year for Matt Hendricks from Derek Roy. His first point as an Edmonton Oiler, and Oscar Klefbom from the point. Shot 7-6, just the edge to the LA Kings with a good strong period. Third goal of the year for Matt Hendricks from Derek Roy. His first point as an Edmonton Oiler, and Oscar Klefbom from the point. Shot 7-6, just the edge to the LA Kings with a good strong period for the Oilers. One of the better first periods they've had in the last 20 games.
And killing off a
point. Shot 7-6, just the edge to the LA Kings with a good strong period for the Oilers. One of the better first periods they've had in the last 20 games.
And killing off a 5-on-3 has also got to raise the confidence level when you think of how good the Kings power play has been in the last 6 games. So the long shot from the points. Again, Scrimmage is there to steer it aside. Schultz will give it to David Perron to the middle. And picked up there by Leon Draisaitl. Avoids a huge hit from McNabb, and McNabb hurt himself as he went into the boards right in front of the Oiler bench.
Almost like how Mike Brown hurt himself in the San Jose Sharks when he took a run at Matt Hendricks.
That's right. He in San Jose ended up breaking his leg. Jared Stoll last night had a couple of hit attempts that went awry. We'll see as McNabb recovers and gets back in the game. Doughty goes down with a spin around the pass. And Muzzin, who takes a big hit from Hendricks. Left ball. Checked by Toffoli. Richards behind the net. Mike Richards legs it back to Muzzin. Muzzin throws it towards the cage. That was blocked by Pittman. Doughty in his own zone was given to Toffoli. Pass to Mike Richards. Richards across the blue line. Moving in against Payne. Payne pushes him off the puck, but Andrioff is there. That shot goes wide and is picked up by Klefbom. Now to Hendricks. Matt Hendricks takes his time, wires a long shot in, quick to save, and with Pitlick bearing down on him, decides to hang the blue line. Moving in against Payne. Payne pushes him off the puck, but Andrioff is there. That shot goes wide and is picked up by Klefbom. Now to Hendricks. Matt Hendricks takes his time, wires a long shot in, quick to save, and with Pitlick bearing down, decides to hang up.
Braden McNabb skating to the Kings dressing room. Going to be attended to. Looks back into the Kings dressing room. Going to be attended to. Looks back at the referee and goes, see this?
Quick
How do you think this happened? Well, what happened was he went to make the hit. Stick comes up from Leon Draisaitl, catches him accidentally. Braden McNabb slams in the boards. Regardless whether it was accidental or not, it is a penalty. That's why Daryl Sutter looks at the church. When Braden McNabb slams in the boards,
Tyler Pitlick's been
regardless whether it was accidental or not, it is a penalty. That's why Daryl Sutter looks at the church.
Opening night lineup gets a goal.
Anthony Kirk, what his team has done the last
But it was accidentally. Braden McNabb slams in the boards.
Being a regular, he's been
Regardless whether it was accidental or not, it is a penalty. That's why Daryl Sutter
because of injury.
What his team has done the last 10 games on the road, they are 3-5-2.
He does not like this.
What pops up and quick catches.
Last 4 games, the LA Kings are very un-LA-like. Both 3-1. Daryl's always had good road teams. Daryl Sutter has been able to hold teams accountable, push his guys to those levels that it's hard to kind of grind it out. And he's actually the most, even skilled players who are grind it out. Right now, they're not playing with that detail like grind and normal things.
Their last win on the road. You've got to go back to December 11th. Any person off his skate, and it comes right to Yakubov. The pass again off the skate, this time of Darren Roy. Quick, drops it behind the net. Schultz will give it to Martinez. Alec Martinez. Harder for Kopitar, too far for him. And Petrie. Pad finds Derek Roy, moving in with Teddy Person. Schultz intercepts, gets the puck to Carter. Kopitar has it in his skates. Now he'll control and give it to Jeff Schultz. Schultz right up the middle it goes to Lewis. He can't get too far. Kopitar. End of the shift is going to send that puck around the board. Terrence to Petrie. Hall to the middle. To Eberle. Eberle across the blue line. Eberle runs into Muzzin. Muzzin separates him from the puck and gets the puck to Garrett Stoll. Stoll gets to the red line, backhands it in. Hall coming back to help out Justin Schultz. And his pass up the middle, out of the reach of Eberle. And that's coming back on the icing call.
Climb higher than
back.
Doing the talk like Craig, just to come
Talked to Todd Nelson
0%
one-on-one, and the thing that came across, and we were talking specifically about Nail Yakupov, and it's about the care and concern for the player, not only coaching him, not only getting him going, having to discipline him, but also giving him confidence. And maybe that's what some of these guys in this whole team need right now.
as a player, you have to believe that your coach believes in you. And I think that's what Todd Nelson that message will be conveyed to these players.
Right now, they're being outshot 11-8, but they lead on the scoreboard thanks to Matt Hendricks. David Perron, pass just out of his reach. Spins down Martinez as it comes to the Foley on the far side. He'll play it to Martinez. Martinez under pressure there from Fraser. Fraser, Draisaitl, and Perron, the forward line. Pearson came together there with Fraser and spun him around right at the end of the shift. And Pearson heads off. Fraser is going to go over and get the puck. Perron, pass intercepted by Schultz. Carrying on was Gordon. Through Dowdy, picks it up behind his own net. Kopitar. Outlet for Gaborik. Marian Gaborik. Steaming across the line. Can't get the shot through. Blocked by Mark Bain. Flat ball. Up the middle for Tyler Finley. Dropped it for Hendricks. Got it back again. Finley. Nice little pass to Gordon. Off his feet though. Gaborik is checked. And the fourth line able to tie up the top line for the LA Kings.
It's just a little bit of execution, isn't it, right now with the Los Angeles Kings? They're not quite on the game. The puck wobbles off their stick.
Shot by Martinez is blocked by Hendricks.
They don't quite make the right pass at the right time. It's just their timing's a little off.
This is game 2 of a 3-game Western Canadian road trip for the LA Kings. They'll be in Vancouver on Thursday and then go home to play Nashville on Saturday. Stoll, lost it. Roy with a check that goes wide. Another intercept, this time by Yakupov. Brown to the middle for King. He gets checked, and Stoll comes together with Yakupov. The Oilers come across the blue line. Kenny Purcell waits. Purcell with a shot up high. Petrie got it on the near side. Jeff Petrie throws it towards the net. Bad save by Jonathan Quick. Here's Yakupov chopping at it. Went off King and into the corner. But a good shift for this line. Dustin Brown strikes back the other way with Dwight King and Jared Stoll. Brown lays it behind the net for King. King by himself. Backhand in front for Stoll. Didn't get to it. Here is Schultz at the point. Schultz throws it towards the net. That one goes right through and goes wide. Down back to the point. Schultz waiting for it. Schultz will give it to Richards. Steps into a slap job, and he fired that one so far wide. And it comes all the way down into LA King territory. Just a little bit outside. Williams got past to Richards. Richards, quick shot this time, and a glove save by Ben Scriven. Rogers, Oilers hockey right here on Sportsnet.
Well, lots of speculation about Leon Draisaitl, what will happen to him, and whether he will continue his junior career potentially with Kelowna. To this point, his family has not been able to come over and see him play in person in the NHL. His dad, Peter, is currently a coach in the Czech Republic, while his sister, Kim, and his mom, Sandra, are back in Germany. His sister, Kim, is currently in school. So how have they been able to keep up with their son or their brother? Well, of course, they have been watching Rogers Game Center Live to find out what Leon has been up to.
Gene Principe is #1 in Germany after he gave their wine a big plug, saying they're a great wine producer, and the facts bared it out. Yes, indeed, the 5th largest country, blah, blah, blah. Gene, you know you're right. The mayor of Dresden, future for Gene Principe.
Wow, you do not let stuff go, eh?
I do not. Gene doesn't let it go either. He keeps reminding me every day. Pitlick checked by Muzzin. Gordon right fast to Hendricks. Hendricks under pressure there from Williams. Brings it across the line, snaps the shot. Glove saved by Jonathan Quick. And let's send it back to Mr. Gerber.
Yeah, thanks, guys. The Goals for Kids program is proudly sponsored by Chernobyl.
I won that, kept it off. Carter. Carter leads at 13 points. Pearson chips it in. trying to outrace Mark Spain, but the third response. Line snaps the shot. Love save by Jonathan Quick. And let's send it back to
Yeah, thanks, guys. The Goals for Kids program is proudly sponsored by Synovus. For every Oilers goal this season, Synovus will donate $400 to Kidsport. Today, the Oilers have scored 77 goals for a total of $30,800.
12 shots for the Kings, 11 for the Oilers. 11:25 left to go in the second period. Gardner won that draw, but Payne keeps it in on the near side. Everly for Hall, pops out in front, and it's picked up there by Jeff Carter. Carter leads the team in points. Pearson chips it in, trying to outrace Mark Payne, but Payne gets there and gets the puck to Everly. Left block, sees it go by him. Martinez trying to pinch. Carter knocked it out of the air, but it's picked up by Everly. Nugent Hopkins. Drop pass for Hall, but Carter was there to intercept it. Napoli tracked it out. Petrie cuts off Pearson. Nugent Hopkins to Hall. Hall, nice pass to Everly. Petrie joining the rush as well. Nugent Hopkins stops, centers in, and went right through the skates of Everly. Nugent Hopkins scored!
A two.
The LA Kings lead in goal. Jordan the other way. Down in the corner. Around the boards it goes. Fraser takes a look and flips that puck down the ice. Shots even at 12 apiece. 9.5 minutes to go in the second period. The Oilers with one more goal than they scored the last time these teams met. Stoll. Checked by Roy. Trevor Lewis. Teddy Purcell combines with Andrew Ferris to take the puck away from him. Yakubov gets by Martinez. Yakubov, Derek Roy, pass for Teddy Purcell. Purcell stick handles in traffic and gets the puck to Ferris. Martinez intercepts, lost it. Yakubov's got it. Yakubov lays it out in front, comes back to Schultz at the point. He'll give it to Ferris, wrist shot through traffic. The traffic provided by Derek Roy. Stoll wants to get it out. He bounces to King. White King, long shot, misses. Saka playing it, couldn't leave it. It was dangerously close. Outside the trapezoid is a shot from Doughty is steered aside by Scrivens. Ferris. Pittman gets it up the center. Jake Muzzin content to shoot that puck right back in as the Kings make changes. Williams, Andrioff, and Richards the forward line against the fourth line for the Oilers. Hendricks, Gordon, and Pittman. Still alive as Williams has got it. Hendricks has got him. The digging continues. Now it comes around to the near side. Tyler Petlick in a race with Doughty. Doughty takes it hard into the boards. Richards with a pass to Justin Williams. Drew Doughty back to the point. Here comes a one-time shot from Muzzin. Richards looking for the rebound. He gets stumped. The puck is loose, and then Scrivens gets knocked over.
Just a bang, bro. It's a bang.
As Andrioff barreled into Ben Scrivens. And the rebound. Drew Doughty is around. Here's Ben Ryan News, a 2-0 lead. They're managed to Schultz. Brings back the Hall. Back to the point. Everly. That one hit him. Over to Hall. Teddy Purcell providing the traffic in front. That one hit him. And Quick pounces on it, and he'll hold it. Shot again by Nugent Hopkins to Hall. Schultz moves to the middle. Now he'll give it to Everly. Everly with a wrist shot. Stopped by Quick, and the second chance also did not.
And it's hard. Is it what is
Schultz got through to Jonathan Quick. Schultz gives it to Everly. Back to Schultz. Schultz over to Hall. Gets it back again. Schultz with a shot through traffic. That one hit Kopitar. Hall gathers it up. He'll get it back to Justin Schultz. Quickly go across the ice to Everly. Schultz to Hall. Hall to the middle it goes. A bouncing puck. Nugent Hopkins from the corner. Schultz wants it. Takes the shot. Didn't get all. It comes to Everly. His shot deflects up into the netting.
He's got with shots.
By Jeff. Oh, he wins the draw. Gets it back to Petrie. But it's taken there by Jeff Schultz. He'll fire it down the ice. Petrie, Fraser, Roy, and Perron. McKean. Gets Richards with it. Now he'll give it to David Perron. Perron leads the rush with 35 seconds of power play time remaining. Drops it for McKean. Pass for Fraser. Jeff Schultz in the corner for Drew Doughty. He is checked by Derek Roy, but manages to send that puck the length of the ice. McKean. Draisaitl will give it a bump as the puck comes to Martinez. Alec Martinez flips it down the ice. And time almost up in the penalty to Andrea. The Oilers with 3 shots on this power play. They are 0 for 2. They have generated 4 of their 15 shots with the man advantage. Teddy Purcell. And offside was Matt Fraser. It's Rogers Oilers Hockey, and it's right here on Sportsnet.
Well, during the TV timeout, Ben Scrivens and Jonathan Quick. There's Jonathan Quick quickly squirts Ben Scrivens, and then Ben Scrivens squirts him right back. Quick takes the mask off and then has his own wire down as they seem to enjoy each other's company. And speaking of squirts, 4 Drills and Skills is giving you and your minor hockey team a chance to train like a pro at Rexall Place. Submit what you've done in the community, and you could be chosen as a finalist, because being a pro on the ice starts with what you do off the ice. To enter, visit 4drillsandskills.ca.
Leon Draisaitl shot. Quick got over there and got a piece of it, and back the other way comes to Foley. Outlet pass for Carter. Is that 70 line is back together again. So Foley, Carter, and Pearson. Yakupov and Toffoli. And Toffoli gave him a little bit of a shot in the back of the leg, and Yakupov turned around and responded. Carter and Perron doing a little face washing.
We're going to have some guys take a couple minutes in the penalty box after this. So just as the play goes offside, there's the chop on the back of the leg from Tyler Toffoli. And then the gloves to the face.
And, if I'm Neil Yakupov, he didn't shoot the puck.
No.
And Toffoli still gave him a whack on the back of the leg.
You just turn and respond. The LA Kings will test you. Any team that has gone as far as the LA Kings have gone the last couple of years in the playoffs, they will test you all the time in many, many different ways. And that's a little test that Todd Nelson looks upon and goes, okay, I don't mind that from Neil Yakupov to take that penalty.
Well, Toffoli gets roughing and Yakupov gets slashing, but I think it was the other way around, because Toffoli slashed Yakupov and then roughed up.
If you're just going to be about the details,
yeah, I know.
Come on.
Really sharp angle shot, quick the save. Either way, they're in the box for 2 minutes. And 4-on-4. That means Nugent Hopkins and Hall started it. And they're out there now with Fleckbaum and Payne. It is Gaborik and Kopitar for the Kings. And this is Marian Gaborik. Andrei Kopitar to Martinez. Alec Martinez across the blue line. Scrivens stops it up there for Justin Schultz. He'll play it around the boards, and Teddy Purcell's waiting for it. Purcell to Petrie. Jeff Petrie moves in, stops, lays it down low for Hall. Gets it back again. Muzzin gave it away. Slap pass intended for Purcell off his stick. Doughty gives it to Jake Muzzin. Lays it off the boards for Gaborik. It got by him. And it's going to be an icing call against the Kings.
Introducing the new BF Goodrich KO2 tire. BF Goodrich. Take control.
Safeway's featured participating product for tonight's hockey game is Oikos Multi-Pack.
54 seconds of 4-on-4. Derek Roy and David Perron get a chance with Schultz and Petrie. Carter wins that draw. He's still on the ice with Gaborik. Muzzin plays it back to Drew Doughty. Doughty played 27 minutes and 34 seconds last night in Calgary. Stops inside the blue line. And he gets knocked down. Derek Roy picking for it. Shot by Pearson goes wide and comes all the way back to Muzzin in his own zone. Petrie stumbled just a little bit, but Schultz was there to help him out. Justin Schultz sends it down the ice. No icing. Dowdy will go back to get it. The Oilers will get a change in. Gordon and Hendricks now for the last 10 seconds of 4-on-4. Dowdy right up the middle for Jared Stoll. He is stopped. And Dowdy will play it to Muzzin. He'll shoot it in, and both Yakupov and Toffoli step back on the ice. Just over 3 minutes left to go in the second period. The only goal coming from Ryan Nugent-Hopkins at 9:32. The only goal coming from Ryan Nugent-Hopkins at 9:32, with Everly and Hall getting the helpers. Brown gets by Pitt. Lays it towards Scrivens. He's going to cover up. 9:32. Brown gets by Pitt. Lays it with Taylor Hall gets his 5th assist as the shot comes from Martinez, and Scrivens makes
Richard, great to see that.
His 18th comes from Martinez. Taylor Hall gets his 5th assist as the shot comes from Martinez, and Scrivens makes the glove save.
Well, Ben Scrivens has not been terribly busy or really tested. So you got to be ready off the face-off here. Terrific win by Mike Richards. That deflects a little bit off of Taylor Hall. That's actually a tougher save. It looked like such a great job on the angle there, guys, that from that angle you see it moves a little bit, and there wasn't a lot of room to see that back.
His 18th save of the hockey game. Hendricks against Trevor Lewis. Brought in by Richards. He's with King. Richards lets the shot go, and that one deflected, and then again, Scrivens got a piece of it. Martinez and Schultz on the blue line, and it is Martinez who takes a hit from Hendricks. Hendricks, that's center. It's knocked down by Martinez. Trevor Lewis to his own zone. Will give it to Jeff Schultz. Schultz to King. Now to Martinez. Martinez to King. Dwight King moving in. King lets the shot go. Scrimmage the save. He juggled the rebound, but covers up.
Very effective. Pierce
30. Left box, sends it around the boards. Brown. Left box trying to keep it in. Can't do it. The Oilers will have to tag up, and they do, as Dowdy. The pass for Brown off his stick. Kopitar. Lost it. Jake Muzzin pinching. Brown covers for him at the point. Everly lays it off the glass and gets that puck up. Muzzin will drop it back for Dowdy. Dowdy spun around there by Hall. Hall moving in.
just
go with a second one shot for the Kings. 15 for the Oilers with just over a minute to go in the second period. Pearson, in the corner it goes, takes a hot right to Carter with a shot, and there is Ben Scrivens to make a bad save.
There is Jeff Carter, being Jeff Carter, gets on the inside, and just body position everything for that scoring chance.
70s line continues to be together in this second period, trying to generate some offense. One goal in Calgary last night. Nothing so far here in Rexall. Swept in by Teddy Purcell. Schultz. Forward fine as that gets it to Martinez. Here comes to Carter. Carter, outlet to Tanner Pearson. Draisaitl, he's got Perron. David Perron has to beat Drew Doughty. Bumps him, throws it towards the middle, and that deflected. And went right to Quick, who covered it up. Fraser was cruising in front.
David Perron checking his hand. He jets out of the zone. He reads the play now. He's going to take off and stretch. Drew Doughty, though, such a great skater, keeps up with him, gets body position, but able to spin off the hit. Perron finds the man in front. Jonathan Quick just in the right position, making the save.
Off the skate of Jake Muzzin. Doughty to Muzzin. maybe one shot. As that puck goes down the ice.
Not going to be very happy about the one that wasn't called.
It was a shot by the Kings, 22-16, but it's 2-0 Oilers after 40.
Lots of cameramen will be working because
Parsons Cord. Visit WarleyParsonsCord.com to find your place on our construction team.
In the first period, it was Matt Hendricks with a goal from Derek Roy and Oscar Clefbaum. 7-6 were the shots. The Kings had the edge. In the second period, things changed because Ryan Nugent-Hopkins got his first goal against the LA Kings in his career. Taylor Hall with a great assist. One assist taken away there, as you noticed. Shots 10 for the Oilers, 15 for the Kings. So that's 22-16 if you're adding up at home. That's the shots. 2-0 in the important category.
And also, the Oilers are 4-1-3 when they lead after 40 minutes, trying to win their 5th game, but having a lead after 2 and trying to hand the LA Kings their 5th straight loss on the road. Derek Roy, checked by Toffoli, Carter, and Pearson. We talked about that 70s line. It is together in the second period, together here in the third. Muzzin and Doughty on the point. Doughty's played over 20 minutes already in this hockey game. Carter checked by Yakupov. Puck comes back to Doughty at the point. Drew Doughty works his way in, lets a wrist shot go through traffic. The rebound goes to the corner, and Doughty is right on it. Yakupov plays it around the boards. Toffoli covering for Doughty. Gets it in to Doughty. Checked by Petrie, though. Here's Jake Muzzin jumping up on the play. Muzzin, his backhand is stopped by Derek Roy. A bouncing puck. Pearson can't get it through. In fact, he hit his teammate, Jeff Carter, who was suffering from the flu. That is insult, injury, and virus. He hobbles to the bench. Dwight King pounds it in. Going after it is Marion Gaborik. Everly checked by King, but gets the puck to Thane. Taylor Hall. Long pass for Jordan Everly. Moving in with Nugent-Hopkins. Nugent-Hopkins' shot goes wide. Hall gets to it first, plays it back to the point. Payne had to retreat. He had King right on him. Kopitar will give it to Gaborik. Marion Gaborik ahead. And that puck is gloved ahead, and we've got a whistle.
Jeff Carter has not taken very long shifts. He's been out on the ice a lot, but not taking very long shifts. This one he stayed out for over a minute, and right at the tail end of it, he takes a shot right off the foot. And as you said, not feeling well because of the flu. Got it out yesterday, and now going to the box with his foot hurting. And as you said, not feeling well because of the flu. Got it out yesterday, and now going to the box with his foot hurting. He's just a hurting cat, period. He's not of the 20 minutes.
Clean. Left ball. Schultz. And LA
hurting cat. Happy guy about it. We've got it out. Yeah.
But that line is
a hurting cat on the box with his foot hurting. He's just a hurting cat, period. He's not a very happy guy about it.
Tanner Pearson for the LA Kings.
Well, Gerald Sutter moved Jeff.
The LA Kings.
Well, Gerald Sutter moved Jeff Carter off that 70s line to get everybody else going. Gaborik and Kopitar have really responded in the last 6 games. They have scored 12 of the 22 goals. The Kings that 70s line to get everybody else going. Gaborik and Kopitar have really responded in the last 6 games. They have scored 12 of the 22 goals. The Kings have scored in the last 20. Well, Gerald Sutter moved Jeff Carter off that 70s line to get everybody else going. Gaborik and Kopitar have really responded in the last 6 games. They have scored 12 of the 20.
The LA Kings.
Well, Gerald Sutter move Jeff Carter off that 70s line to get everybody else going. Gabler and Kopitar have really responded. In the last 6 games, they have scored 12 of the 22 goals the Kings have scored in the last 4 months. Out for out, and now going to the box. Head with his foot.
Oh, he's those keyboard Charlie. LA Kings. Chris Russell! Warriors! 2 goals in a span of 7 seconds after that Kings goal by Tom Pearson. Another turnover, Tyler.
To get everybody Gabler and Kopitar have really responded. In the last 6 games, they have scored 12 of the 22 goals the Kings have scored in the last 6 games. That's amazing.
Simple percentage. This is a simple play.
The LA Kings will be in Vancouver on
that 70s line to get everybody else going. Gabler and Kopitar have really responded. That 70s line to get everybody else going. Gabler and Kopitar have really responded. In the last 6 games, they have scored 12 moved of the 22 goals the Kings have scored in the last 6 games. That's amazing.
The LA Kings will be in Vancouver on Thursday, go home to play Nashville Saturday. And you can watch that game no matter where you are. It's on Twitter just hit round with the ball. Green did it again. Green will bring it in himself. Kicks it in. He's going to chase. Green down the backhand for Rivers. Broken up there by Edmonton Schultz. Picked up in by Henry. Pass to the middle. Backhand in by Taylor. He is given a bump by Henry. He likes to intrude. Going to give his own. Williams. Taken to the board by Hendricks. Hendricks flips it out to the middle for Pitlick. Andrea comes back defensively, and he will give it to Jeff Schultz. Schultz and Martinez. Here's Martinez. Pass intercepted as it comes back to the keep. Picked off there by Pearson. Jeff Schultz to Alec Martinez. Under pressure there from Teddy Pearson. To Foley. Carter. Pearson. Shot. Getting the stick in the way there was Jeff Pearson. Martinez keeps it in for Toffoli. He's got Pearson out in front. Pearson ends up behind the net. Tries to wrap around. Stopped by Scrivens. They push and shove. Petrie plays it around the boards. Martinez is there to keep it in. Now Yakupov with a chance to exit the zone. With Teddy Purcell and Long. Here's Yakupov. Couldn't get a clean shot away as it went off Martinez. Gaborik back the other way. Marion Gaborik by himself. A weak shot goes into the corner. Teddy Purcell. Lost it to Gaborik. Marion Gaborik. Kopitar out in front for King. It got by him, and it also got by Jake Muzzin. The Oilers and Kings will hook up 3 more times. Twice here, March 3rd and April 7th. In between that, the Kings will be in LA on April the 2nd. Kopitar. Back to Muzzin. He bobbled it. Gave it away. Here's a chance for Hall. Hall moving in with Everly. Hall with a shot that goes wide. Dowdy got a stick on that. But look at Everly knock it down. Get possession back to Barron. Slips it, goes to Chatter. It's wide. Hall at the side of the net. Looking for Nugent Hopkins out in front. It got by number 93. Dowdy back the other way. Checked smartly there by Ferris as the Kings make changes. And so do the Oilers on a dangerous chance for Taylor Hall. Scrivens stops it, leaves it there for Ferris. Scrivens gets dumped. Draisaitl lays it back to Ferris and gets the puck back again. Leon Draisaitl to Ferris. Ferris, now pass for Schultz. takes the shot. He'll bring it in himself. To the middle, it goes to Fraser. Back Fraser. Circles the net. Fraser hanging on to it. Back to Clefbaum. He'll give it to Pitlick. Goes cross ice to Schultz with a shot that went off Jared Stoll. Pitlick from the corner. He knocks down Dave McNabb, who's had a tough night. Schultz bounces it off his teammate. The Oilers recover. And it's picked up by Hendricks. Hendricks going to bring it in. Taking it for Green and knocked the stick out of Green's hand. And Hendricks just carries on. Shot from Gordon stopped, and here is Brown. Brown turning in his own zone. Brown to Williams. Throws it towards the net, steered aside by Scrimmage. To the corner goes. Williams gets knocked down. The puck comes to Schultz at the point. Throws it towards the net. That goes wide. Yakupov chops at it. Can't get it by Martinez. His shot blocked by Petrie. Petrie goes together with Andrian. Person. Richardson keeps it in. Here's Martinez with a rich shot. Blocked by Yakupov. Yakupov plays it around the boards. Teddy Person bumps into Jeff Schultz. Kings keeping the pressure on, but have not been able to get shots through on the bench goals. Thanks to guys like Taylor Yakupov. Yakupov cross ice back, stopped by Schultz. And cleared down into Oiler territory. Kane wraps it around the boards. Everett going after Doughty. Luke Hopkins on the steal. Ball in front, tipped it towards the net. Blocked by Jeff Carter. Carter. The pass for Tanner Pearson. Pearson working against Kane. Kane will have none of it. Everett. Roger Butler from Tyler to Foley. Gets it back to Clefbaum. Hall. In full stride across the blue line. Taylor Hall comes together with Doughty. To Foley. They'll give it to Pearson. Pearson moving in against Barrett. Backhands it in. Scrimmage will play it himself. On the top of the glass. Inches away from the net. Pearson. Dumps it in. Ferris head on his swimmer. Takes the hit from Kopitar. Draisaitl under pressure. Gets double teamed there by King and Gabbard. King trying to pin it. Kopitar's got it. Kopitar. End off Draisaitl. Drops it for Martinez. Martinez puts it in the front of the net. King one chance. Stop by Scrimmage. Kopitar opportunity and that slide wide. Case has picked up the match. Schultz lets it go for traffic. Rebound attempt. Gabbard knocked down by Schultz. The Oilers weather the storm. Draisaitl back the other way. Leon Draisaitl coming for the net. Draisaitl gets tripped up by Schultz. Goes heavily into the boards. Teams want to make a change. Kopitar feeds it down into Oiler territory. 25 shots for LA, 17 for the Oilers. Last night they outshot Calgary 27-15. 6 minutes, 33 seconds in between whistles.
Well, quite a while ago, Taylor Hall had an outstanding opportunity. Makes the pressure at the blue line, gets the headman pass, and Mary Wilson
shoots it down into Oiler territory. Shot 6 minutes, 27-15.
0% vertically scroll.
6 minutes, 33 seconds in between whistles.
Well, quite a while ago, Taylor Hall had an outstanding opportunity. Makes the pressure at the blue line, gets the headman pass, and Mary Wilson drew down and go. So good defensively with his stick. But it's going to come back to Taylor Hall as he slides and disappears. And he tries for a little bit of a wraparound as Jonathan Quick. A little bit of extension of Jonathan Quick with the splits. And David Perron gets a check finish by Trevor Lewis. And then after that, David got up in quite a bit of agony and made his way over to the bench. And he's been uncomfortable ever since. By Trevor Lewis. And then after that, David got up in quite a bit of agony and made his way over to the bench. And he's been uncomfortable ever since.
Green shot deflected wide. Gordon takes the hit. Boy, Gordon uses the glass and gets the puck down to center. Picked up by Hendricks. Hendricks lets the shot go. Quick the save. Hendricks on it. Check by McNabb. Gets knocked down. Gets the puck to Derek Roy. Roy taken to the boards by Stoll, and it's Matt Green who comes up with it. Lewis to Brown. For Trevor Lewis, the keep. Gets the puck out and it's picked up now by the captain. Brown. To Richards. Richards to Williams. Williams centering pass and doesn't put it just wide.
This close. Ben Scrivens lost the stick.
Doesn't have a stick. Andrea hit the referee with it. Teddy Purcell leaves it there for Petrie. Gets his stick back. As Muzzin fires it on the opposite corner. Williams going after it. The keeper gets there first. Gets it by Yakupov. And it'll come back on the icing call.
And quality
Pass.
He's up down. He's wide back. Clinks and stays out. Kings with a big push back here. The Keith. Taking time, flips it to Yakupov. It gets by him. Doughty will gather it. The Oilers will get a change. Drew Doughty. Fire to Foley. To Foley. To Doughty. Snaps the shot. Scrivens has the answer. Doughty. With a chance for Pearson. Stopped by Scrivens. Reaching for the rebound. It comes free. And Everly will send it down the ice. The net comes off the moorings. It's a 2-0 game here at Rexall Place. Rogers, Oilers hockey on the net.
So as the play ended and we were going to commercial, the horn sounded over at the timekeeper's bench. That means they wanted the ref to come over and have a look on the Drew Doughty shot. We heard it clank funny. We thought maybe it went off the post. From that angle, it looks like it did. From this angle, in the net and out. Referee is about to make his decision.
It is Dean Morton and Eric Furlan.
After further review, it was determined that the puck would end the net at 9:58 mark. We have a good goal for the Los Angeles Kings.
And it is Drew Doughty's 4th goal of the season.
Determined that the puck would end the net at 9:58 mark. We have a good goal for the Los Angeles Kings.
And it is Drew.
It goes off.
Didn't make a sound.
Yeah.
And you go.
It makes it
As it made it.
goes off the back of the net. One more time from the overhead. In the net, out of the net, and the LA Kings are right back in.
Well, the and Drew Doughty now has 22 points on the season. And we've got a 1-goal game. 20 Kings and Drew Doughty. 20 each. Now has 22 points on Doughty. Now has 22 points on the season. And we've got a 1-goal game.
You mentioned it, Kevin, that the Kings have put a push on in this third period.
Kopitar. The Dwight King gets the puck back again. Kopitar with Gaborik and King. This was the line with Jeff Carter as they are weighing on the 70s line. As Dreisaitl's shot goes wide. Martinez behind the net, checked by Draisaitl. David Perron, you mentioned he got shook up earlier. He is back on the ice. Good news for the Oilers. Klefbom pitches against Gaborik. This is Marian Gaborik. Gaborik right up the middle for Kopitar. He's got King with him. Here is King looking for it. Scrivens got it. Glove on it. The puck's still loose.
Louis DeBrest talked about Mark Fane, how much he liked him in his defensive posture. Good play right there defensively by Mark Fane.
Fane checks King, gets the puck to Perron, and went in his skates. McNabb chops it to the corner. King takes a look as the Kings make changes. Lewis and Stoll hop over the boards. Draisaitl with the puck. Lewis comes in quickly. Mark Fane takes a look. He takes a hit from Stoll. Green stepping up there on Fraser. Lewis covers for Green. He's got the puck. Trevor Lewis gets around Fraser. Lewis still has it. Wrap around attempt. Hits the side of the net. Stuck there, King. We'll give it to Stoll. Stoll back to the point. Green lets it go through traffic provided by Trevor Lewis. Green keeps it in. Lewis has got it again. Lewis checked by Fraser. Klefbom watched it. Here comes Brown. Brown out in front for Stoll. Good play by Klefbom preventing Stoll from getting the shot.
We talked about the forward key for the LA Kings. Their forecheck. They're bringing it now.
Brown shot stopped by Scrivens. His helmet pops up. Kings bound. No whistle. The Kings out shooting the Oilers 7-1 in this period. The Kings out shooting the Oilers 7-1 in this period. Ben Scrivens' pass pops up right here. We'll take a break and be back. Tonight's outstanding play is brought to you by RE/MAX. Outstanding agents, outstanding results.
It's the first goal of the evening by the Edmonton Oilers. Good work, outstanding work, I would say. It is moving the puck around. First of all, gaining it, moving around, and a heck of a one-timer. Derek Roy, Matt Hendricks, boom. Everybody knew that connection was going to work all night long for the Edmonton Oilers.
Matt Hendricks and the rest of the Edmonton Oilers getting a bit of a break because the glass being replaced down here in the corner.
Here to cheer or just for the beer? Half off wings during the game and game day drink specials every time Edmonton plays all day long. Hudson's, Canada's Pub.
Shop at Safeway today and you could be our next lucky winner. Watch future Sportsnet telecasts. You could win an all-inclusive trip for two to a Grand Bahia Príncipe resort, courtesy of redtag.ca, where Canada shops for great travel deals.
And this came at a great time for the Edmonton Oilers as the scoring chances have been tilted towards LA 6-zip. According to Dave Moyer, our statistician, and he never lies and he's always right.
As we're seeing with a lot of the teams in the West, their numbers lately against the Edmonton Oilers, last 11 games, 9-0-2. Scary good by the Los Angeles Kings.
Oilers trying to snap a 3-game losing streak here at home against the Kings. With 7:25 left to go in the third period. Brown, William, and Richards up front.
A lot of the teams in the West, their numbers lately against the Edmonton Oilers, last 11 games, 9-0-2. Scary good by the Los Angeles Kings.
Oilers trying to snap a 3-game losing streak here at home against the Kings.
A lot of the...
And he's always right.
As we're seeing with a lot of the teams in the West, their numbers lately against the Edmonton Oilers, last 11 games, 9-0-2. Scary good by the Los Angeles Kings.
Oilers trying to snap a 3-game losing streak here at home against the Kings. With 7:25 left to go in the third period. Brown, 5 left to Richards up front. Muzzin and Doughty on the blue line. Scrivens makes the save. Williams looking for it. Picked up by Hendricks. Hendricks flips it out. Doughty given a shove by Pitlick. That allows Gordon to get the puck and he'll dump it in. Doughty played it around the boards. Intercepted there by Boyd Gordon. Muzzin pushes it back to Doughty. They'll try the near side. Pitlick all over him. Doughty gets it to Brown. Pass didn't work. Muzzin carries on to Brown. Nice pass to Richards. Richards to Williams. Williams, wrist shot. Scrivens the save. No rebound.
31 shots for the Los Angeles Kings to the 17 by the Edmonton Oilers. And Ben Scrivens in this third period has been very busy. He's battling right now. Some of the saves he's kind of thrown his body at. Some I don't think he's picked up until the last second. But he is battling for his team right now. He is keeping them in the position where they've got that one goal lead.
Jeff Carter got an assist on that goal by Drew Doughty, so he now has 28 points on the year. As that puck goes out of play, the discussion, and it was tipped out, so we'll get a face-off in the Oilers zone. Drew Doughty, 7 career goals against Edmonton, the second most versus any team. He's got 12 points against the Oilers in his career. And at 10:02, we cut the lead by Oilers to just 1 goal.
I urge you to go online and find the winning goal against the Chicago Blackhawks in Game 7 that won the series and find Drew Doughty's reaction on the bench. It is classic Drew Doughty. Nobody likes to see his team win more than Drew Doughty.
Carter won that draw. Clefbaum to Gordon. Gordon gets it down the ice. And no icing for Jeff Schultz. He got it to Carter. Carter. Pearson to Toffoli. Foley snaps his shot. Scrivens steers that into the corner. Pearson gets there first, gets it to Toffoli. Carter cruising in front as the puck comes back to Jeff Schultz. Schultz will give it right back to Tyler Toffoli. Toffoli at the blue line. Still has it. Pass for Schultz. Tipped into the corner. Carter comes up with it. Back to Toffoli. Toffoli shot that he missed on the glove side. Martinez pinching in. Martinez stopped once by Payne. The other time by Pittman. Here's a shot right on. Scrivens makes this save, and with Tyler Toffoli trying to cut around the net, he bumped into Scrivens, and the net comes off the moorings. 2-1 the score here. Rogers, Oilers hockey on the net. We've got 5 minutes and 53 seconds to go in the third period. Drew, let's take a look at the game review.
Derek Roy makes an instant impact with an assist on his second shift to the Matt Hendricks goal. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins gets a goal against the Los Angeles Kings, and it was a beauty on assist from Taylor Hall. And the question remains, will the 11-game unbeaten streak end? The last time in regulation that the LA Kings lost, February 28, 2008. I was just a hope in your eyes back there.
Kopitar behind the net. Nugent-Hopkins tying him up. Dwight King. Klefbom working him over as Kopitar still has it. Gets it to King. Sweeps it back to Doughty as a point. Doughty. The King. Kopitar. 5:23 left to go in regulation time. Nugent-Hopkins, Everly, and Hall start away. Everly going after it. Muzzin gets there, plays it off the boards. Nugent-Hopkins couldn't keep it in. Jake Muzzin picks it up. Pass for Kopitar, intercepted by Hall, and a penalty coming up on Jake Kopitar as he tripped up Taylor Hall, and the Oilers will have a power play. Scrivens will leave it there for Petrie. Derek Roy. An assist on the first goal of the game by Matt Hendricks. The game by the Oilers as it in escapes. Can't get it by David Perron. He'll give it to Petrie. Petrie winds, lets the shot go. He hammered that shot, missed the target, comes all the way down into Oilers territory. Scrivens will give it to Roy. He'll send it around the boards. Matt Fraser waiting for it there. Roy. To Schultz. Justin Schultz. Wraps it in. The puck comes instead to Brown. Brown with Richards. Mike Richards. Stops, lets the shot go. That went off Derek Roy. Comes to Schultz, who takes the hit, but gets the puck to Nugent-Hopkins. Hall will play it back to Schultz. 58 seconds left to go in the penalty to Andrei Kopitar. Schultz under pressure from Pearson. Everly, shot by Tanner Pearson. The puck comes back to Schultz. Hall coming back to help out defensively. This is Hall who starts the rush on the right side. Now he'll cut to the middle. Hall dishes off to Everly. Trying to get the return feed. Broken up by Martinez. Good play by Schultz. Now, Schultz, cross ice, looking for Purcell. Teddy Purcell. Purcell, back to the point. Nugent-Hopkins waiting for it. He'll give it to Hall. Hall to Nugent-Hopkins. Snaps a shot. Sticks in the way from Martinez and Toffoli. Martinez can't get it by Hall. Taylor Hall, Schultz ready to fire. Hall instead goes to Everly. Out in front it comes. Backhand. Attempt by Purcell goes wide. Hall's got it again. Right out in front. He feeds it. Green there to kick it away.
Bad idea.
A broken stick for Green. Nugent-Hopkins has the puck in front for Schultz with a shot. And that is blocked, and Toffoli took a stick up high. And Justin Schultz
generate anything to
the draw. This is Andrei Kopitar. Kopitar feeds it down low. Gaborik back to Doughty, throws it towards the net, and that gets tipped right into point. Stop.
Oscar Klefbom, Matt Hendricks.
Doughty to Muzzin. Muzzin, wrist shot, stopped by Scrivens. Gaborik gets the rebound. Gaborik. Kopitar plays it back to the point. Doughty waiting for it. Doughty dishes to Kopitar. Kopitar down low for Gaborik. Gaborik, one crack at it. Bad save by Scrivens. Another chance. They score. Jake Muzzin ties the game with a power play to the point. Doughty waiting for it. Gaborik. Kopitar plays it back to the point. Doughty waiting for it. Doughty dishes to Kopitar. Kopitar down low for Gaborik. Gaborik, one crack at it. Bad save by Scrivens. Another chance. They score.
Top. He cut himself on the back block, but look where he makes himself available.
Muzzin is now swapping in. Williams stops against Barretts. Kings tie the game at 17. Kopitar get the assist.
17 minutes, 30.
In their last 7 games. Richards in a battle with Nugent Hopkins right in front of the Oiler bench. 37-17, the shots favor the Kings. Doughty to Muzzin. Shots favor the Kings for Lewis. Trevor Lewis moving in. Centering pass broken up there by Klefbom. Oscar Klefbom to Everly. Everly finds Petrie. Pass to Hall. Hall saps one over to Everly. Everly stops up, waits. Here is Payne with a wrist shot deflected off Lewis's stick, and it comes right to quick heel. But Jake Muzzin's now got 7 points in his last 10 games.
So good. Compliments Drew Doughty like nobody else.
Carter takes it away from Payne. Less than a minute to go in regulation time. Hendricks gets to the red line, dumps the puck in. Quick plays it himself to Toffoli. Toffoli will play it back to Alec Martinez. Martinez. Here, opposite corner it goes. Kings making changes. Jeff Petrie. Perron to the middle for Roy. We'll play it back to Petrie. Now to Ferris. 25 seconds left to go in regulation time. Penny Purcell. Derek Roy. Rated out in front. Doughty was there defensively, and it's picked up by Dustin Brown. Brown chips it in against Ferris. Goes in against Jeff Petrie. Petrie comes away with a puck, sends it around the boards, and he gets by Muzzin. Doughty will cruise over and get it. Penny Purcell giving chase. And we Oilers win this one.
Just one final notice that the Battle of Alberta is held and will continue Friday in Calgary. And David Perron gets the win.
The play of the game is brought to you by
Look to get a shot in. Larson battling the back. Kachuk goes after.
Well, what else would it be? But the winning goal by David Perron comes in quick and then changes his face a little bit. Nice little open up of the hands. Just that little open up of the hands to go the forehand. Freezes Jonathan Quick for enough time right there. Makes him bite on it so he could get the puck to the backhand. And Jonathan Quick was not happy. Slams his stick against the glass. That's why Jonathan Quick is one of the best goalies in the league, as competitive as can be. That little bite right there opens it up for David Perron, who gets the backhand. And the Oilers break the losing streak, and they are back in the win column.
They have won their first game in the shootout. Let's take a look at the 3 stars of the game. Brought to you by Molson Canadian, diehard fan, and Kyle Clark.
Matt Hendricks was just absolutely awesome again today. Maxing out on every single shift. 4 hits, 4 shots, and the big first goal. Drew Doughty. Gamers advertised and sprayed a ton of minutes and was very, very effective with a big goal that got them back in the game. So Ben Scrivens, one bad one, one soft one. So boy, did he come up in the overtime and in the shootout with a couple of quick saves.
Let's go downstairs to G.
Well, what a night it was on the part of the Edmonton Oilers coming out under the Derek with another Derek in the lineup. But it was just the right start that Matt Hendricks and teammates needed against the Stanley Cup champions. There was some blood spilled and some goals scored on the part of Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, and even some water spilled as well between 2 former teammates. What a game on the part of the Edmonton Oilers, measuring up against the best in the NHL, and tonight they were better than that team and that fan. Bananas now with Sportsnet Central.
The third meeting between these two teams, the second in 5 games.
That's too much hockey.